This is Chris, the Dating Doc, and we got an episode here. I'm going to talk about sugar daddy culture and how yours truly has definitely played around with that sugar type of relationship. Stay tuned. Yeah, you read that right. Me, yes, Chris, the Dating Doc. How I became a sugar daddy. Ooh, the connotation of that word. Ooh, it's going to make people think a certain way. Let me tell you about this. Let's go back to the tribal times. Hunters and gatherers. When you think about men's role in society, all the way back then, right? You were supposed to bring not the bread, but the kill. And you're supposed to be a survivalist. You're supposed to be someone that can say, you know what? We're going to keep pushing our family along because I can survive this mess, these stresses. And on top of that, I bring resources to the table. Fast forward nowadays, 2021, survival is not enough for the ladies. Come on, guys. No matter what pill you listen to, what kind of movement, we know female nature. And females, women, ladies listening to this, you understand female nature. It's beautiful, it's chaotic, it's random, and it's a gift and a curse. But amongst all that, you like to be spoiled a little bit every now and then. And now your spoiling might be a back rub. Spoiling might be a new pair of shoes. Might be an upgraded house if you're married or in a relationship with a man. But you like to get spoiled every now and then. If not, you're a robot. It's kind of an answer to that chaos. Is a man who can not only be masculine and independent, but at the same time, can take care of you a little bit. Imagine that. You love his independence, but you like a little bit of him being dependent by spoiling you. Not dependent financially, because you guys could both be making the same amount. You could even be making more. But knowing that he separates himself from the pack by spoiling you a little bit, all right now, that pushes the resume to the top of the list. See what I'm saying? So why did I become a sugar daddy? Well, from the jump, there's going to be a lot of assumptions. The first assumption from the male squad is I'm simping, right? I'm making up for the fact that I either lack game or that maybe the woman doesn't find me as physically attractive. So I got to make it up with some bills, with some Benjamins, which is far from the truth, right? Because it's almost like when a man talks about his size and a woman says, it doesn't matter. It's what you can do with it, which is true. Which is very true, but it's almost like they're rooting for the underdog, right? Almost like they feel this sense of guilt of saying, well, size does matter, because all things considered, what if the man has a size and is aware exactly how to use it, what the rhythm, the angles, the little spots that drive you crazy, but on top of that, facts don't have feelings. You're gonna feel more size if you want to feel more size, compared to someone who doesn't literally measure up. It's the same thing with resources. If I can make you laugh, if I can be on my grind, work on my business, you love the fact that I stay busy. You love the fact that I'm actually a man of status. I got things going on in my life. I'm not hanging out on the couch playing video games all day waiting for your text. But on top of that, I can get a little gangster with the bedroom stuff. I can really take over and show you what's up. And even don't matter if you got your MBA, your PhD, your JD, I can make you feel real naughty, right? So the fact that I can take care of that, have the emotional intelligence. But on top of that, I'll say, you know what? I'll give you a piece of my bag. And for those that don't know, slang, what the kids are saying these days, piece of the bag means, piece of the purse, piece of the bank, piece of my well-earned paycheck. There ain't nothing wrong with that. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I do, however, think that anything in extremes, when the law of nature does not dictate that it should be at that moment, yeah, that's when you get into problems. If you're a young gentleman and you're trying to come up in this world and you're starting off as a junior manager for a company, or maybe you just started as a salesman, you're just trying to pay off that nice apartment you have in downtown in the city you live in. You got a little bit left over to dress nice, pay off your car. Do not waste crazy amounts of money doing this whole spoiling thing, this whole sugar daddy thing. You are trying to be on the come up. You got no reason to be doing all that. So that's the first thing that I'm going to say that is wrong when you're trying to do this whole sugar daddy thing. Ladies, the real, recognize real. The real sugar daddies, okay? For example, I've been in business for 10 years. I am also a very much above average rank military officer. You can feel free to ask me details if you want. I say all this because I am in the business of hiring, firing, mentoring, helping people advance, correcting mistakes, doing a little bit of quality control, reviewing policies, writing policies, developing strategies. I don't have time for girl games. I don't have time for the TikTok ADD buy me something type of crowd. I don't. And the more obnoxious and ignorant you are to that, the less likely I'm even going to pay attention to you. That's facts. I am not going to pay attention to you if you can barely pay attention to yourself, past putting on makeup and your social media clout and et cetera, et cetera. I'm giving you some game here. I'm telling you, as a woman, if you are trying to get the real, like top notch, right, dude, Mr. Big, Sex and the City type of guy. Some of y'all might be too young for that Sex and the City reference. You need to quit with this kiddie stuff. All right. If not, what you're going to get is going to get desperate grandpa that's on his second, third divorce. He's getting no kind of companionship, no kind of connection with any kind of woman. There's no swagger to him. And he's just trying to use money to get anything. It's going to be a very empty connection. It's going to be soul sucking for the lady because she's going to just be a leech, a parasite. Okay. Even though some people argue that, there's always a transaction, but no, you will purposely be this robot that just wants to suck up money. Suck up money. All right. So I'm gonna pause it so y'all can hear this next section. So I'm gonna describe a little bit about what I bought, how I spoiled this woman, how I've done it a little bit in the past. Stay tuned. So for my ladies that are over the age of, 27, 28, right? Because to me, that's when you start really being a grown woman. No offense to the ones younger than that, but you are closer more to college graduation than you are really getting up into career and all that jazz. Okay, no offense. I know some of y'all mature faster and all that. You got to keep in mind that sugar daddy type of relationships doesn't mean the man has to be like ancient and the woman has to be some little cheerleader, 20-something year old. The game does not discriminate. I want what I want. If I want maturity, if I want curves, if I want an emotional vibe, but maybe I don't want the stresses. Maybe she doesn't want the stresses. She'll probably hold me in higher regard than some dude who's trying to chase after her and talk about relationship or whatnot. There's this honesty between me and her. So I wanted to preface that because there's a lot of hypocrisy going on with those that judge this lifestyle. They're out there dating broke Bill. Talk about, oh, I can't believe that, you must do all kinds of stuff. What do you think is happening in the dating game? What do you think is happening in the dating game? You got fools out here acting like they're Jesus Jesse, right? Like they're always going to church, just trying to get in your pants. So they're the biggest liars, but you feel less You feel less naughty about it because it's a normal vanilla type of date. But then you're going to judge because the lexicon, the use of sugar daddy. You can name it whatever you want. You can say, hey, a man who practices all 5 love languages actually does the gift giving. A man who's got resources and likes to mentor, even if it's a woman close to his age. You can call it whatever you want. If you're stuck on how ugly the word sugar daddy is, oh my gosh, and the connotations, you're stuck like Chuck. You're stuck in the Matrix. You're not even getting my message. Yes, I'm going to tell you right now, there are some mentally healthy, sane people in this lifestyle. You can make it whatever you want. Now, the connotation is because of extreme examples. When you got that woman that sounds like Minnie Mouse, right? She's got that high pitch because of some trauma that she lived in her younger years. So now she wants to take advantage of men by taking advantage of them financially. Or you got, again, the guy who's a creeper who, if it wasn't because the woman were legal of age, he'd be in prison because he's just going for young women and he has them by like 3 or 4 decades. There's a huge difference there. That is the ugly side of the sugar daddy lifestyle. But again, some of you women, and I hate to say this because I know you're going to judge this word, you're going to judge the lifestyle more than a man would. Which again says a lot in itself, but I'm not even going to go in there. I'm not going to go deep into why women are more likely to judge the sugar daddy type relationship than men would. If you really dig deep, you'll find out why. And a lot of that has to do with self-awareness. But going back to that, it does not discriminate. I can be with a woman who I was dating in, vanilla mode. And then she finds out, hey, this guy's been spoiling a couple ladies. Let me get a little bit of that. If we had a bad breakup, you ain't getting nothing. I'm not a fool. I might be successful, but I'm not a fool. Not a charity. So what we're going to talk about is my experience. Okay. I'm sorry. I know it took about 4 minutes into this next. So she got a $300 dress. That's what I gave this woman to start off. I have spoiled her more than that. Why did I spoil her? Because she didn't expect it, because she's humble, because she's well studied, because when it comes to fitness, she's not dropping these squats on IG. She's not trying to get social media clout. She barely uses social media. She's a responsible mom. And on top of that, yeah, she looks good. But you saw how I left that at the end, because you can look as good as you want, but if your personality is stink, don't matter if you're little Bible thumping Brenda, or your corporate Carla. Yeah, I'm trying to think of words that start off with the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If there's not a vibe, it doesn't matter. Okay, you hear the way I speak. I'm sure some of you assume, oh, this guy, okay, he's got his little date coaching thing, but is he really? I got my MBA. I'm trilingual. Published articles. Okay, but this is the way that I speak. So authenticity is big for me. I'm not out here code switching, faking the funk anymore. I used to do that in my yesteryears. Go on dates with law students, everything from, and then now, accountants, doctors, et cetera. Real recognize real. They can see, okay, this guy's really being himself. Meanwhile, you become a version of who you are at work and you're stuck. So I say this because that's the kind of woman that got $300 dress. And what made it even more fun is I told her to send me photos of dresses she loves or would like to be in. She didn't think too much of it. She just thought, okay, whatever. This dude's being a little bit perverted. He wants to see what dresses, No. I already had the plan where I was going to get it for her. She sent me a photo and I said, yeah, it's okay, but I don't like the photo. Send me one that actually has a price tag that's not just like a photo from somewhere, actual catalog photo. I think she kind of liked that little bit of that, assertiveness of me saying I didn't like the photo, right? It's like, okay, cool. He's not accepting everything. So she sent me a photo. I forgot. I think it might have been Saks Fifth Avenue or DSW. I don't even know if DSW makes dresses, but saw the dress, saw the tag, and I kind of forgot about it. Actually, I didn't forget. I pretend I forgot about it. And something came about where I said, hey, I need your Venmo. I think it was something like I was going to get her a birthday gift. I said, hey, I need your Venmo real quick. And I got her a gift card to a spa for her birthday. So that was appropriate. That was no, she wasn't going to be confused on, okay, why is this dude doing this? It's her birthday. It makes sense. But then about a week later, I said, hey, you like that dress, didn't you? And she's like, yeah. And I told her, you know what? I think it'd be real nice. I'll take it to a jazz spot. I'm sure you would look great in it. And she was like, cool, yeah. And then bam, had that image of her Venmo, a little QR code, sent her the money. First thing she says is, did you do this on accident or, whatnot? I was like, nah. And it was so nice for her. She went out of her way to take a screenshot that she ordered it. A week later, she took a photo of the package of the dress. And then this is what I really like about this woman. She took a photo of her in the dress, but she covered her face because she's so shy, because she's classy, and she looked damn good in that dress. The fact she covered her face is a reflection of why I even like this woman. She wasn't out here trying to do the sexy face. So I'm not sure if it's because she doesn't truly believe in herself, or she's just so modest. But I mean, either one, I'm gonna either build her up if we start hanging out more. I'm gonna build up that self-esteem. And if she's just being classy and modest and cool, I can get down with that. The thing with this is, again, I want to be able to separate myself from the pack, but I'm aware of how much money is going out of my account. I am not a fool. If I was a fool, I wouldn't even have the money, period. So I say 10 or 15% after disposable income. If you want to be a sugar mama, then keep this in mind too. This is not just for the fellas. 10 or 15% after bills are paid, after you've put in, if you've maxed out your IRA, even better. If you're investing, crypto, whatever you're doing, 10 or 15% after that. Okay, that's your gift-giving love language money. You see, I try to soften the blow, try to code switch, make it sound all good for all the ones that love all that life coach and they want more innocent lexicon instead of me saying sugar daddy, sugar baby. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I would advise is 10 or 15%. The woman's gonna feel special. I can tell a woman, oh, you look nice. Or I can grab her hips and kiss her on the neck. I can say, oh yeah, I like to take care of my woman and spoil her. Or I can be like, you know what? You get a piece of my bag. Grab a dress you like. Actions speak louder. Actions will always speak louder. And if you made it this far, you're probably like, this guy, he must be simping. Trust me, not all of them are getting the bag. They can look good. Maybe we had a good date, but there's certain things that I need. And it's not just fourth base. It's not just the act, if you know what I mean. Certain things that need a hit for her to get that hit on Venmo or Cash App. You know what I mean? For it to hit her account, a couple things got to hit with me. Don't mean she's got to be all the way ready for relationship, but she can't be low vibration. So this is Chris, the Dating Doc. Let me know what you think. Okay, find me on Instagram, TheDatingDoc. I'm on TikTok, TheDatingDoc. Obviously, you know about I got my YouTube, TheDatingDoc. Find me out there. Let me know what you think about this episode. If you're offended, come at me. Okay, come at me if you're offended. If you are curious about this and you're one of those shy professional ladies, modest, whatever, or if you're a fella who wants more advice on all this entire culture, okay, or dating overall, hit me up, The Dating Doc, on all social media platforms, TheDatingDoc.com. Now, finally, Chris the Dating Doc signing out. Love y'all.